not going to lose a footman, because the Ogre Magi, which is supposed to be a smart creep, decided to be stupid. The Ogre Lord decided to be stupid and attack the wrong thing. So, Rainbow definitely in danger of losing a footman here, but it's not happening. And meanwhile, he's buying a Shredder, so it looks like he's going into major macro mode, and we'll see what he can produce from that. Meanwhile, one Raider from Lyn is attacking the Arcane Vault of Rainbow, which, incidentally, Rainbow has gone to Masonry too, so definitely settling in for the long haul here with his towers. And now putting up 2 Sanctums and 2 more, 2 Scout Towers at his Expo. This is really good protection by Rainbow, by the way, this build here around his peasants. Nothing is going to get in there. We'll see just exactly how effective it is if Lyn actually tries to harass it, but I don't think he'll dare to go in there. Now Lyn, knowing that he was a little bit behind, is putting up a second expansion of his own, and he still has 6,000 gold in his main mine, so that will mean an investment of peons for him. And okay, Lyn's scouting Rainbow's expansion. We'll see if he's put anything at the... Where's the lab on this map? Yeah, no, he hasn't. I was wondering if he'd put something at the lab like humans do with the farm, but he had not. Meanwhile, Lyn has a level 3 Tauren Chieftain, and I think Rainbow's Mountain King is not high up to level 3. No, it's not. It's only level 2. Going to be there for a while. And so Lyn with a hero level advantage, but there's still much creeping to be done in this map. And, oh, very nice there. So Lyn catching that Archmage TPing in and ensnaring the footman stopped the TP. Or maybe it was cancelled. I don't actually know if ensnaring the footman would stop the TP. But in any case, it was probably a good idea to cancel that. It was not going to do anything. Even if the Archmage did arrive, it was just going to get damaged by this army of Lyn, the small army. But okay, Lyn has teched to tier 3, and I missed that, and gotten a Shadow Hunter. And so he has an Orb of Lightning now on his Blade Master, so that thing is going to be stacked. Yeah, plus 19 damage, that's scary. And now, looks like he's going to get a Creep Jack with it, but actually no units there. So just a Water Elemental went out there to die. Oh, Blade Master now seeing some forces, and we'll see if it can do anything here. It should be able to deal a lot of damage rapidly, although with the Mountain King there, he has to be very careful. And now the army coming in from the other side, so this is really great play by Lyn, and actually the Archmage is forced to TP right away. So yeah, Lyn with really good awareness of where his own forces were, and catching Rainbow rather unaware, and able to force a TP without even a fight. So Lyn definitely winning that little battle, such as it was. And now it looks like he's going to go to this Goblin Lab, and I bet he's revealing somewhere. I'm not sure where. He's probably just scouting for expansions. And so he will probably find this new expansion attempt by Rainbow, putting up 4 towers there. So Rainbow going for expansion number 3, so base number 4. And I would not expect Lyn to do that as well. At least not until his main mine runs out, because he can't afford to put so much resource into peons, so much food into peons. He'll need an army, and my guess is that he will go for a larger army than Rainbow in order to counter Rainbow's expansion advantage, and probably including a demolisher or 2 to try and break these towers, which are going to be really hard to deal with otherwise. Blade Master scouts this expansion. There are a couple peasants in there, but I don't know if the Blade Master can even reach them. Okay, actually coming out of Windwalk now, and it's going to be forced away. So that's a lot of towers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to be 8 towers at this expansion. Now, Lyn coming in with some raiders, and going to be able to take probably a bunch of towers down, although a lot of them coming up now. Oh, very nice, saves the raider. And yeah, Lyn is going to be able to take a fair number of these down. That one looked like it wasn't cancelled. And so meanwhile, Rainbow raiding Lyn's expansion on the other side and going to kill a lot of peons here. But I think the loss of the towers is going to cost him more. Although they are, of course, putting damage on Lyn's units. He just lost a grunt there. But they are not giving experience, as units killed by towers don't give experience. And I would have expected, actually, for Lyn to use a shockwave here to accelerate this process, but he did not. Yeah, so all of Rainbow's towers at that expansion are going to go down unless Lyn pulls away now. Still, there's only 1 up. So, a bit of a trade there. Lyn can probably afford it. I mean, I didn't see how many peons he lost, but he can rebuild them fairly quickly. He's got a lot of gold, whereas those towers will. I mean, those towers are also represent a loss in peons for Rainbow because he'll have to send new peasants over there to do them. And okay, so Rainbow staffs out his Mountain King, and now unfortunately for him, his Archmage is now going to be in a bit of trouble if that Raider can get off an ensnare. And oh, very lucky there. The Raider was not able to ensnare. It was just out of range. There's the ensnare, and now going to take a lot of damage on the Archmage too. And tries. Okay, Paladin now out for Rainbow, and I didn't see that, but Archmage gets healed there and manages to teleport out with a staff. No need to use anything else. Ooh, that's too bad. Rainbow built his base in such a way that it trapped his heroes, and he's going to have to kill one of his towers, but not a big cost. Yeah, Rainbow in high upkeep, so I would expect Lyn is in... No, Lyn is actually still in low upkeep, and he'll have a huge amount of gold. Yeah, 2,700, it's going to be 2,800. So, Lyn with a lot of resources in the bank, and okay, actually he is going Wyverns. And what does Rainbow have to counter that? He's got a lot of priests and some griffins. So, we'll see how this turns out. Those griffins have very high armor. Yeah, they're 3 armor upgraded, so they can't be killed by bats. So, that's a 40% damage reduction. Bats are not going to be too useful. Lyn with 4 bats here, but those might I think those 4 bats will probably be able to take out one single griffin. So, Lyn, when he sees this inner fire 3 armor griffin against him, will probably stop building bats and switch his strategy to perhaps berserkers, perhaps wyverns, probably wyverns, without so many bats. But this might actually be a bit of trouble for Lyn if he's... Okay, he did scout it now. There are 4 griffins up, and right now I think Rainbow has a superior army. Lyn needs to get into high upkeep quickly, and he is going to do that. Yeah, Lyn now at 87 food. Rainbow at 79 food, and I'm not sure where he went down. Rainbow with level 4 Archmage, level 2 Mountain King, level 1 Pally. Lyn, I'm not sure what his Shadowhunter is. Shadowhunter is 2, so 4-3-2 for Tauren Chieftain. And Lyn with his superior heroes, though. And actually, Rainbow getting really caught off guard here in TPs right away. I'm not entirely sure there was a call for that, but perhaps it didn't feel like he had time to position his units. I think he was caught off guard. If he had perhaps reacted faster, then he would have probably felt confident fighting there with his 4 griffins. I didn't see what happened here. I guess Lyn sent some peons to their deaths. Maybe mistakenly thinking that there was no expansion there. In any case, Lyn has bought a, what is that, a tiny great hall. Yeah. So he's planning another expansion for sure. And now looks like he's coming in to try and harass this expansion as it's going up. Those wyverns will just do huge damage to those towers, but in the meantime there are some other forces there, and this may cause some trouble. There's a healing ward up in the back, and okay, there go the 2 bats, and they do absolutely nothing as expected. So, Lyn kills the ward. Now that Archmage getting very low, and actually looks like the Archmage might go down here. It's been stunned. No, it's gonna get away. Lyn, I think, missed an opportunity there to kill that. He didn't have his Blade Master doing appropriate focus damage. Lyn now with Shamans and Bloodlust. So, that's going to stretch those priests to the limit. That one actually has 400 mana and could really afford to dispel that Bloodlust. But for some reason, Rainbow not doing that. Maybe he's just using all his APM on other tasks. Lyn leaving a Water Elemental there. He kills it with a War Stomp. Paladin staff just in time. Now, Lyn looks like his Tauren Chieftain is very low. And okay, I'm not sure what he healed that with. Yeah, I didn't see that. He may have had a potion of greater healing or something. But he allowed his Tauren Chieftain to get very low, and that could have been very bad for him if it got killed. Now 1 Raider going to fall there, and Lyn lost a lot in that battle, but I think he also killed a lot and did get his Blade Master to level 4. Is his Shadowhunter level 3? Yeah, his Shadowhunter's level 3, and that's big. The Shadowhunter really will have a presence in this game with its healing wave. And that is what allows Lyn to match the healing power of the priests in battles. I'm not sure about his decision to go Bloodlust. I'm a little surprised